Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Hey, Wood. 55. Right there, 55.
On second down, it's Bell. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Looking to throw. Miller trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 33. Jump. Hey, exit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Miller throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
555.
Back to throw. Miller escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Go. Hey, check right. Watching it go. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Miller now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Beckham. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right there. Point it right.
Mayfield now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Miller throwing on 1st down. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 12. At the
To throw on 2nd down. Miller being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of a yard.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Miller. From the gun, he'll throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend.
And look at this. It's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry! Up. Regular. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got it.
Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
70, Indy.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miller. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Bell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. McCrane's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
He's got him in, complete, the 20, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now Miller operating from the gun. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Miller now from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Get on the quick right here. 36, 36. Hey, check right. Hey, seam 6. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Galladay, complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Miller eluding the pressure right. And Woods has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Zoo.
Miller throwing on fourth down. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Now Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. Here's Miller. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Safety's creeping. Check, check, check. Hey.
On fourth down, Miller. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sione Taki. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run, Chubb, and after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now Miller to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Bravo.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. Oh, it stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Miller now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Go.
2nd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know if that's a veteran quarterback.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back to throw. Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a play fake here on first down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Hey, Haywood! 53 is the mic.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He finds his target, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, orbit. Check 13. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
180! Check. Switch. Check.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cleveland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me